Nice one for clicking on this video. Did you know, as a club legend, you can get 20% off all Redmen merch? Just go to redmenplus.com, sign up as a club legend, and there you go, 20% off all Redmen merch. Up the Reds. Let's get into your show.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Redmen TV. Steve here with the player rating show. And if you'd have told me, Steve, you're going to be standing in front of the board and no Liverpool player will have scored a goal and Leicester players will have scored 3 goals, well, I'd have thought I would not have this big smile on my face. But here we are, the Reds won 2-1 without scoring a goal themselves yet. Our mate, Wout Faes, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, 2 own goals, and Liverpool get a much needed 3 points in the race for Champions League football, close the gap on 4th place Tottenham to just 2 points. And yeah, it wasn't pretty, but hey ho, 3 points is 3 points. I'm about to go through and give all these wonderful players behind me a rating out of 10 for their individual performances in this game. At the end of the show, by the way, I'll be tallying up your votes. There's a poll right now live on the YouTube, so all you guys who are here live, have a little vote now who you think Liverpool's best player was. We've given you Thiago, Trent and Darwin as options. There's also other options as well, so if you want to vote for someone else, just click the other button and type in the chat who you think it is. And at the end of the show, we'll give your highest vote receiver, yeah, whatever, the star, the man of the match star. Right then, yeah, all you guys in the live chat, again, do help me out. If you're watching this not live, later down the line, maybe you've gone to bed and woke up in the morning, use the comment section below and let me know what you guys think in terms of giving everyone a rating out of 10. What's interesting really then, let's start with Alisson. Leicester had 2 shots, he hardly had to make a save. It was mad because Liverpool felt open at times. They felt like Leicester could have had more goals, but if you think about it, Leicester didn't really trouble Alisson too much, you have to say. Couldn't do much about the goal, he was left completely exposed. And then that was about it really. His kicking was good, he was sound. Yeah, let's just give Alisson, it's hard because he didn't have to do anything, let's just give him a 7 and we'll crack on. Let's just go with that one. Yeah, 7, it's fine, that'll do us. Let's move on then. Right then, left back, we've got Andy Robbo. I've just nearly knocked Thiago out, be careful, he's delicate, and we need him, trust me. Bloody hell, we'd be lost without that fella. Right then, Andy Robbo at left back, I thought he started the game really, really poorly. I think he made a poor decision. There was a lot of poor decisions made as the Tory wedding venue, Dewsbury Hall, ran through Liverpool's midfield and defence with no one anywhere near him. Loads of players were at fault for that goal. I don't think Robbo covered himself in glory. He tried to play Perez offside, which I kind of get, because, yeah, that's kind of what he's taught to do. But also, I think he just had I don't know, like a brain fart almost, basically, where he just forgot, oh yeah, that lad doesn't have to pass, he can just run through us. I don't think Robbo started as well. I think his use of the ball was poor. He got a little bit better in the second half, but obviously then he picks up an injury. I'm just looking at the chat now, so there's loads of 5s and 6s being mentioned. I think he was below average today, Robbo. I'm going to give him a 5. So Robbo's going to get a 5 for me. Virgil van Dijk, I thought defended pretty well overall. Like I say, it was weird, because a lot of the comments saying Liverpool defensively weren't great. The first 15 or so minutes, they weren't. I say, Alisson didn't have that much to do in the end. Liverpool just about did okay. I thought Van Dijk had a good game overall, to be told. I think he was above average. Loads of people in the chat here, yeah, LBFECN, that's a hard username to say, gives him a 7. Harry gives him an 8 and Rob gives him a 7. I think he was good, to be honest with you. I'm going to give Virgil 7 as well. I'm going to give him a 7. There we go. Right, let me just change this marker because I think that's getting a little bit low on the old ink. Let me just check if this one works for me, and then we'll crack on. Always be prepared with a sub. That's what I've learned doing this show over the past few years. Right then, Joel Matip. I don't think he was at times covered himself in glory. That first goal, I get why he's going out. He's going out to try and win a header, but once he doesn't, it does leave Liverpool slightly exposed. I thought Joel, again, he gets done on the left wing, doesn't he? Again, by hard lines. His use of the ball was decent. I think he was about average. 6 is usually my average rating, so I'll give him a 6. Yeah, that pen's much better, by the way. Yeah, Michael says here, a few flaky decisions, but okay overall. Yeah, I tend to agree, he was fine. Okay, average 6. Trent Alexander-Arnold, move that down there. For a fella who can't defend, he defended really well. He obviously was involved in the goal as well, the first one. It was his cross that was diverted in. Obviously, listen, that wasn't what he was intended, but that is what it is. Harry gives him a 9, Sin gives him a 7.5, Dav Sidious gives him an 8, and who's this little Mashiro, I think that says, gives him a 9 as well. I think 9 is probably a bit too much. I'm going to give Trent an 8, which might end up being one of the highest ratings I give. Probably will be one of, if not the. I thought Trent was... And that's mainly for his defensive output, by the way. I thought he defended really well. There was the one at the back post when it looked like Harvey Barnes might have had a tap-in late in the first half. Might have been flagged offside, might not have been. Defended that well. Second half, a couple of one-on-ones. Defended them well. Overall, defensively, really, really strong. Like I say, Liverpool brought Joe Gomez on later. And I was on the watch-along with Errol, and I thought, they don't actually really need to do that because Trent's having a good game defensively anyway. Joey says, how can we give our defence 5, 6, 7, 8 in the game? We were extremely lucky. I can't believe that. Because Alisson didn't have to make a save, Joey didn't have to do anything. They actually just about got it right. The first goal was a shambles, and after that, they did okay. I thought that's my opinion. You feel free to disagree. That is absolutely fine. You guys can crack on if you don't agree with me. Yeah, we have opinions. It is what it is, innit? Right then, moving into midfield, I'm guessing let's start with Jordan Henderson, who I thought was really poor, actually. I don't think Henderson had a very good game at all. The first goal, lose a challenge, gave the ball away constantly. I just don't think again, I know, obviously, from what I'm led to believe, Fabinho was meant to be playing this game. And then obviously the fact that I think his wife went into labour, I think that's what's being reported. There was a late change to move Hendo to the 6, and I don't think he did well there at all, to be honest with you. I thought it was a poor game from Liverpool's captain overall. I think he got better-ish in the second half, but still, no, the first half was bad. I would probably say he was a 3 or 4 in the first half, and like a 5 or a 6 in the second half. I think he was worse than Robertson. To be honest with you, I think he was worse than Robertson. So I think 4.5. I think the first half was really bad. If I say he was a 3 and then he was a 6, then 4.5 average is about right, doesn't it? So we'll go with that one. Right then, Thiago was Liverpool's best player in the game, I thought. Again, defensively, really, really strong. If it not for Thiago bailing his mates out at times, Liverpool could have been in a whole lot more trouble. Attacking wise, decent enough, some decent passes. I thought, again, you guys are saying loads of you giving him 8, 7, saying he was man of the match. I think 8 might be a bit too much. I don't know, was he as good as Trent was for me? Probably. Yeah, maybe. I think I'll give him an 8 as well. Let's move to Harvey Elliott then. I thought Harvey struggled, to be honest with you. Again, I think I'm right in saying it was a late inclusion into the game. Yeah, it just looked a bit lightweight at times, to be honest with you, Harvey Elliott. It was a combative game and it didn't really get into it. So, again, he moved over to left wing second half and then got injured, unfortunately. Didn't see too much of him there. I think he was below average, so I'm going to give him, similar to what I give Robbo, I'm going to give him a 5. Tough game. I don't think hopefully the injury's not too bad. He didn't look great. Jeffrey says that was one of Harvey's worst games for us this season. Yeah, I don't think he particularly played well, if I'm honest with you. Oxlade-Chamberlain out on the left then. Again, he is just a magnet for criticism at the moment, and I felt... We were on the watch-along and people were like saying, who's having a bad game? And loads said Ox. I thought there was worse players on the pitch than Ox at that point in time. So what do I give Chamberlain? At me, the issue is, he wasn't bad, but we didn't see that much of him. He might have got himself a kind of assist if Darwin hadn't hit the post, which then led to the own goal. But other than that, to be honest with you, he just didn't see loads of him. That's kind of the issue, I suppose, is that he had a chance to make an impact, and while he didn't really do much, it's hard to give him a rating, really. So what do we give a guy? What rating do you give a guy who didn't do much at all? I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know. If I'm honest with you, I don't know. I'll probably give him a 5. Again, similar to what I give the other lads who I thought underperformed, but it was more because I didn't see much of him. Where do we go next? Do we go to Salah or do we go to Mo or to Darwin? Let's do Salah first. Bad miss. To be honest with you, Darwin could have had a really class. That pass from that Darwin played would have been one of the passes of the season if Mo scores it, but it's uncharacteristically dragged it wide. I think, yeah, it wasn't at his best, didn't really have his shooting boots on. I think loads of you guys are saying 6s, and I tend to agree. I think I'm going to go for a 6 as well. Decent all round, but you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. And then there's Darwin, and again, this guy is an enigma, isn't he? It's mad, because, again, I listened to Jürgen before, after the game, really singing his praises, and I think Jürgen's doing his best to keep Darwin's confidence high and not keep him getting in his own head. But, okay, on another day, he has assists, he has goals, and everything's gone right. He's involved, obviously, in the second goal. He could have had a couple of assists. To Mo Salah does really well on a couple of occasions, good balls and stuff like that. But ultimately, when push come to shove and the big chance came, or he didn't convert them, but he caused Leicester tons of problems. So that's where it's difficult. Moon said he was better than Salah, so does he get a 7? Where Ahmed goes the other way around and says he has no confidence, give him a 5. It's so tough. This is he's unlucky not to score, but then in a way, it's not unlucky if you don't hit the target. You get me? I think he was better than Salah, so I have to give him a higher mark than Salah. Who else have I given good marks to? Is he? Oh, maybe 7 or 6.5, something like that, maybe. I think I'm going to give him a 7. Yeah, he made 2 good chances. Hit the post of the goal, and listen, if you think I'm being over positive, then sound that is what it is. Right then, let's move on to the bench. To be honest with you, I didn't see a lot from any of them. I loved Bajcetic just smashing somebody, and Jürgen did the same thing as well. Jürgen seemed to like him as well. Other than that, the rest of them, like I didn't see too much of all of them. Do we just move on? Let's just give all. I'm going to give all the subs a 6. For all of them, yeah, save me drawing hours. There you go, you can have a 6, you can have a 6, you can have a 6. And so can you, Stefan, I'll just do on the board, great. Yeah, that'll do, because there wasn't really a game where any of them got on. So that'll do. That'll do for that one. That was a tough game, really, because like I say, underperforming in certain areas. I think I might have been a bit generous, maybe some of them, but listen, it is what it is. It's fine, we won. So I give Ali a 7, Robbo a 5, Van Dijk 7, Matip 6, Trent a 8, Henderson a 4.5, Thiago a 8, Elliott a 5, Ox a 5, Nunes 7, Salah 6, and then all 6s for the bench. Right then, Aaron, can you let me know who won the poll? Thiago Alcantara was voted by all you wonderful people as Liverpool's best player in the game. I know Sky gave Trent Alexander-Arnold their man of the match, but you guys have given it to Thiago, which is fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, he was really, really good. But yeah, Bear put it. He said Brentford will beat us easily if we don't get our act together, and I tend to agree in that. Just up the game a little bit. The midfield today just wasn't right at all. A couple of underperforming players, and like I say, that's what the results show, really. A couple of too many lads who were below par. So if Robertson, Henderson, Elliott and Chamberlain are all below par, and then you've got lads just doing average to performances, like I'd give 6s to Matip, to Salah as well, then you're going to end up in scrappy games, and that's where you're at. You're going to have to up the level. I completely agree. But it is what it is. Liverpool do have to improve by the time they get to that Brentford game. They were my player ratings, and they were, like I say, feel free to disagree, feel free to agree, do whatever you need to do. Let me know in the comment section below your thought Me and Ellen are about to go over to the main studio to record the instant match reaction. So yeah, if you want to come and join us for that one, that is available on Redmen Plus very, very shortly. On the YouTube channel right now, the fan reaction show with Errol is already out. Paul's reaction from the ground, that'll be there for you as well. Yeah, and the entire watch-alongs there, if you want to go back and just pick bits out and have a look at them, then do feel free to go and do that. This is the final player rating show of 2022, so if we don't see you before then, do have a happy new year. The matches come thick and fast, so tomorrow morning, Saturday, we're doing filming on a Saturday, which is very, very rare. Paul will be in for the final word show for this game. Again, that'll be on Redmen Plus. Then the build-up show and the Starting 11 prediction show, both on YouTube for the Brentford game, will be out tomorrow as well. So tons and tons of Liverpool content to keep you going. But yeah, thanks for joining me for the final player ratings of the year, and I'm off to do the instant match reaction, so I'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that show. Did you know Redmen Plus subscribers get access to their exclusive Facebook group? Yes, there is a Redmen Plus subscribers group on Facebook just for them. So if you want to get involved with like-minded Reds and avoid the idiots on Twitter and normal Facebook and all that, yeah, sign up to Redmen Plus, enter your username as you sign up to the Facebook group, and you'll get access to